We got some Ubisoft news as well as I got some gameplay for the Outer Worlds too. A new 11-minute demo dropped. You ordered anything off of limited runs? Nah, I just bought some comic books. I'm chilling. I gotta pay my taxes. I'm done spending for now, chat. But first, before we get into that Outer Worlds gameplay, we got an update from Ubisoft, ladies and gentlemen. You know, they finally got a W with Assassin's Creed. They got some people will call it an L. I'll say it's a W because they got an Obama bailout from fucking Tencent, so the company won't collapse. But it depends on who you ask. But at bare minimum, I'll say Assassin's Creed was a W. I'm actually really enjoying the game. So it seemed like Ubisoft had some level of momentum. And just in Ubisoft's fashion, old Ubisoft fashion, they found a way to fuck it up. We've got a follow-up to a story that we mentioned a few months ago. For those unaware, Ubisoft is in the middle of a lawsuit, a class action lawsuit. Because for those unaware, when you buy games digitally, you do not own them. You license them. You purchase the license, meaning they can pull it off your hard drive at any point. And a lot of people were upset because they pulled the Crew video game off of people's hard drives. And I guess they really liked the game, so Ubisoft is suing. You're getting sued by them. So we have a follow-up from that. Ubisoft holds firm in the Crew lawsuit. You don't own your fucking games. Ubisoft responded to California Gamers' The Crew shutdown lawsuit in late February, filing to dismiss the case. The company's lawyers argued that in the filing reviewed by Polygon, that there was no reason for players to believe they were purchasing unfeathered ownership rights in the game. Ubisoft has made it clear, lawyers claimed, that when you buy a copy of The Crew, you're merely buying a limited access license. Frustrated with Ubisoft's recent decision to retire the games following a notice period delineated on the progress, I cannot talk today, on the product's packaging, plaintiffs apply a kitchen sink approach on behalf of a punitive class of nationwide customers, alleging 8 causes of action, including violations of California's false advertising law, unfair competition law, and Consumer Legal Remedies Act, as well as common law fraud and breach of warranty claims, Ubisoft's lawyer wrote. Yap. To be fair, I don't play racing games anymore, and now Nintendo wants to do this. Don't forget it. Oh yeah, I think Nintendo trying to go full-blown digital, even putting digital on the cartridges, I think they're trying to take more. They love protecting their IPs, which is really bad for game preservation. So we're paying to rent games now. To be fair, and to be 100% honest, I think Ubisoft might win this case just because they're not wrong. It is stated, and it's always been stated, and it's not just Ubisoft, it's all these games, EA, whatever, Activision, pick one. It's stated in the terms of service, you do not own the game, you own the license, but you don't fully own the game when it comes to digital. That's why I'm so big about buying disc copies if you can. The problem is, and this is why I say I give them a 10 to 25% chance for them to win this class action lawsuit. The problem is, it is true, it's stated in the terms of service when you buy digital, you don't fully own the game, just the license. It's just that terms of service is so small. It's a lot of legal jargon. It's probably hidden in the middle or at the bottom, so you gotta like find it. So I could see a world where possibly they could win the case, and then judges make it to where these companies have to clearly state in bold letters, you don't own the game. You're just getting a license to play it. Like when you purchase the game, like something, like let's say you purchase something on Steam, you get a pop-up. Just for clarification, you are purchasing a license to rent out this game, but you don't actually own it. But I can also see a world where the judge is like, hey, it was in the terms of service. It doesn't matter how small it is. You need to read it. It depends. Yeah, like a checkout. Oh, I see where you're going. Like how you expecting someone to read all that. I can see a world where maybe the judge empathizes with the average consumer and saying, yeah, they're playing corporate games because it's hidden in a bunch of company jargon and it's in small text on page 10. Like you got to really look for this shit, right? It's not like just buying the game. But either way, just a friendly reminder that you don't own shit. We will keep an eye to see on how this plays out. This is so anti-consumer for no reason. Because you're right on the opposite side of things, right? Hey, Ubisoft, you should be happy somebody even wants to play The Crew, because the day they announced that game, I lost interest. We got interest. Ignorance. We've designed a racing game where you can drive from fucking California to Brooklyn. Nigga, I don't want to drive from California to Brooklyn in real life. What the fuck you mean in a game? Nigga, no. What is you talking? That's what planes are for, nigga. Oh my God. The only people who want to do that is fucking Europeans, and that's because Europeans don't know how big the United States is. I'm learning this. Europeans love to call Americans ignorant, but Europeans don't understand how big the United States is. I've seen videos of fucking Europeans talking about, oh, when I come over to America, I'm gonna go to Texas on Tuesday. I'm gonna go to fucking New York on Wednesday, and then we're gonna drive down to Miami in 6 hours. Like, okay, like nigga, just because you can go country to country to train, that's not how it works over here. US is big as all of Europe, basically. Yeah, they don't understand that. Like, Texas alone is like half the size of fucking Europe. They don't even understand that. Excuse me for not knowing my country. Let me see how well you know mine. Did you think Ubisoft can make a comeback now that games are going digital? I mean, GameStop can make a comeback now that games are going digital? No. A part of what predicates whether or not a business is successful is just having occupying space in people's mind, right? I hate to use them as an example, but a good example would be when you hear EVs, electric vehicles, the first thing you probably think of is what? Tesla. Now, you know, he's kind of fucked up the brand, so that's not going to be the case probably in the next 5 years, but I'm just using that as an example, right? When you cornered the market and you come first to mind, it drives a lot of sales. Unfortunately, I don't think anybody thinks GameStop when it comes to digital game sales. Like, that doesn't come first to mind. Like, if I own a PlayStation and I want to buy a game digitally, I'm just going to boot up the PlayStation store and buy it right there. Why the fuck would I go to GameStop.com or go in the store and buy a gift card? That's extra steps. And what do we know about people, especially Americans? Lazy. Ain't nobody going to GameStop to buy $90 Joy-Cons and t-shirts, pretty much. No, I mean by selling physical copies. Oh, you're saying because Nintendo is going full-blown digital, you think they could corner the market because they have physicals? No. Because, I mean, you still got Xbox and PlayStation. Nobody's going to, I won't say nobody, but a lot of people, I don't remember the last time I've been in a GameStop and it was full. At most, there's 1 or 2 people every time that I go in, like once or twice a year. People are still, most people are buying games digitally. They're not going into GameStop to get them physically. And even still, if I get a physical, I get it from Best Buy if I go local, then Amazon or Target. But usually Target's game section is ass. Have y'all been? Target be having random shit. They be having games from 5 years ago and shit, and then a PlayStation Portal in the corner. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, fuck GameStop. They can die. Walmart too. I'm not gonna lie, I don't go to Walmart unless I'm desperate. I try to stay out of Walmart. Walmart just brings the feng shui is just off. It just brings the vibe down. I don't really like that place. I'm not gonna lie. Walmart, yeah, Walmart's just I feel like Walmart is everything encompassing wrong with the United States. You know, you go into a Walmart, you just see every type of stereotype. Birds flying. I don't remember the last time I've been in a Walmart where there wasn't like 2 birds just flying around playing tag, shitting on people. Let's go shit on that nigga in aisle 8. Like, they got TVs from fucking 2010 shit. You want this 720p VZO? No, nigga. Walmart is the hood. No. I'm not gonna put that on the hood. Walmart is Walmart, because Walmart is definitely in a lot of trailer park areas too. Walmart is Walmart. It's just it's something. Hey, I think that's a you problem. I worked at Walmart and that never happened to me. Yeah, you go to the one. There's always the hey, my Walmart's nice. Yeah, you think it's nice because you've never been to Target. You can't miss what you never had. You know, Harriet Tubman said I could have freed a lot more people if they knew they were slaves. I ain't never been to a nice Walmart. I've been to Walmarts that are nicer than others, but I'd never been to a Walmart. I was like, wow, I really want to shop here. Like, yeah, I'm definitely coming back. Like, you go there out of necessity. You're on a road trip. There's probably a Walmart nearby. We need some snacks or something like that. I don't know. T-Base Target ain't messing with us DEIs. We don't go to Target either. We don't go to Target either, man. Go to none of this shit. Go to Costco's. That's where I go. Costco got everything. Costco got food, good snacks. They got meds. They got fucking toys. They got stuff to put on couches and shit. They got books at Costco. That's where I go. Yeah, they got games too, computers. You literally can get everything at Costco. That workout today? I did before the stream. Sam's Club. Sam's Club is where you go when you don't have a Costco in your area. So diet Costco. Buy the 60-pack of ashwagandha at Costco. Don't nobody need to know you bricked up. That's the Ubisoft. That's the Ubisoft joint. They got video games. Yeah. They got computers, video games, all that shit. Literally everything is at Costco. They have a whole section dedicated to that shit. TVs, speakers. I be buying a lot of tech from Costco because a lot of times they give you a discount and then you could also trade in stuff too. You're a black card. Of course, I'm a black card holder. Don't insult me. Why would I have a white card? You in the Costco propaganda? It's not propaganda if it's true. Do you not get good deals and delicious food? You could get up right now, hop in your car, and go to Costco and get dinner. Go aisle 1, get a free sample. Aisle 2, get a free sample. Aisle 3, get a free sample. You go through all the aisles and the free samples, you leave with a full stomach and happiness. I'm just saying. Grown men fighting over Pokemon cards. Hey, when did Pokemon cards become so hot again? I don't know what the fuck's going on with that. I'm getting married in June. I got my engagement ring in Mexico. Shout out to you. Shout out to you finding love and shit. Shout out to you. It is possible, chat. It is possible. I got a parcel pending. I got a package. Did I order something? I don't remember ordering nothing. Unless something came early. The new cards are worth a lot. Are they new Pokemon or on those cards or what? Oh, I did order something. They've always been hot. It's just now they got vending machines in stores. Yeah, I've seen so many videos of people complaining, people taking cards from like kids and stuff like that. That's unfortunate. Let the kids enjoy the Pokemon, guys. Like, I know you got to resell them and get your hustle on, but leave some for the kids too. Jesus Christ. I like to collect things, but I hope never at any point in my life I become that guy where like I'm just denying children happiness. Like, do you understand how big of a shit stain you have to be to deny a child happiness? Like, oh, mister, I wanted a Pikachu. Fuck you, bitch. Anyways, Xbox confirmed Summer Showcase led by surprising Obsidian RPG replacing Starfield. Microsoft has officially confirmed the next Xbox Game Showcase 2025, and it's not Call of Duty or Starfield in the spotlight this year. Instead, Xbox will air a dedicated direct for Obsidian's long-awaited sci-fi sequel, The Outer Worlds 2, after the main showcase. A lot of y'all are asking where it's at. Here we go. According to the official announcement from Xbox Wire, the Xbox Game Showcase will go live globally on Sunday, June 8th. Probably gonna have to live stream that. Let me put that in the notes. I think didn't the last showcase? That's what they gave us Gears of War too. You see the motherfuckers fighting at Costco for Pokemon cards. I haven't seen them fighting in Costco. I've seen them fighting at vending machines and stuff. Yeah, shout out to Chris with the sub. Appreciate it.
That type of power.
Let's see, May. What is it? June 8th. June 8th. Xbox events. Save. Okay. Mark your calendars. More Blazers and Jeans combos. Yeah. Costco got limited edition stuff they be scraping for. Say any. So people hope for an Oblivion remaster. I don't know why. I'm excited for the Outer Worlds too. I wouldn't be surprised though if they spend a lot of time showcasing this game. The last one was great, but if they spend a lot of time showcasing this game, I wouldn't be surprised if the dude bros are like, man, Xbox don't got no fucking games. Like, bro, like the game looks good. The last one was great. I can't wait to kill everybody again. Let's see if the Gears collection doesn't have multiplayer. We gotta see if it's real or not. You think Fable's showing up? Probably not, because it got delayed. Because Fable's a heavy hitter for Microsoft. I wouldn't be surprised if they gave their own showcase to Fable. Like you see how like they're probably gonna show other things besides the Outer Worlds too. But this is like the heavy hitter they have. I wouldn't be surprised if they did a showcase where Fable was like a heavy hitter. But yeah, expect that in June. What happened to State of Decay 3? The zombies ate them. I remember your gameplay for the Outer Worlds is wild, and the Outer Worlds 2 will be even wilder. I'm gonna kill every NPC. To nobody's surprise, especially me, because we've seen the top 10 games of 2024. The battle royale genre is dying, but Fortnite seems immune. We've got some more statistics, everybody. Drop in. Nearly 100 other players have done the same. They could be anywhere, but a few are right up in your face. They fall first, and you scavenge the battleground. In the distance, you hear gunfire. You fight, hide, and scavenge some more. The world shrinks, forcing to disperse any elite players. Yeah, whatever. Sounds like fun. All right, let's get to the stats. In 2025, if you're playing a battle royale game, it's almost certainly Fortnite. That or probably Apex or Warzone. I've seen some people super excited about Vermont. Vermont is back in Apex, right? Not Apex, Warzone. You guys excited about Vermont being back? A recent study by Newzoo had some interesting discoveries about what games people are choosing each day. According to them, shooters and battle royales take up 40% of the playtime across all nations they looked at. I'm going to read that stat again for you guys again, because it's a very disturbing stat. According to this report, battle royales take up, aka Fortnite, 40% of playtime across all nations they looked at. This is why people say there are no good games to play. Meanwhile, I'm over here drowning in amazing games to play. 2025 is a superb year. Games that I expected to be good and games I didn't expect good. Motherfucker, I don't got nothing to play. Because most of your time is spent playing fucking Fortnite, 2K, Madden, Call of Duty, Apex, college football, the MVP bundle, fucking Fortnite. And in 2021, those 40 points were split almost evenly between the two, with battle royales taking up 19% of everyone's total playtime. Years later, that 19 has fallen to 12. You said that twice, say it. Shit is crazy. That's certainly a hefty chunk of players gone, but Newzoo found something even more interesting when you break things down to specific battle royale games. In 2021, Fortnite took home 43% of the hours played in battle royales.
I'm going to Snapchat Sonic my intrusive thoughts.
Yo, shout out to Bryce with the super chat. You ain't say nothing, but I appreciate you with the super chat. I appreciate you. Keep dropping them super chats. Shout out to the YouTube chat. Hit the like button. In 2021, Fortnite took home 43% of the hours played in battle royales. That same number in 2024 was a whopping 77%. You know, you niggas will not get off this fucking game. And I'm just gonna throw a dart on the board. I just had a random thought, and I'm mad I never thought of this before. Here's some food for thought. Conspiracy time. What if the reason why so many people play these fucking games and act like there's nothing else to play is because you niggas is just not gamers. You're frauds. You're not necessarily gamers. Let me rephrase this. I think y'all just like free shit. Not the game. I'm not gonna say you're not a gamer. I think the issue is y'all just like free shit. And don't get me wrong. Who doesn't like free shit, right? But it's like an extreme, right? Because I guarantee you, if you took this study and tried to do a correlation between these niggas who won't get off Fortnite and PS4 owners who won't shut the fuck up in 2025 and beyond, PS4 niggas talk like they got rights. You guys don't. You are the peasants of the gaming space, okay? You're not the priority. I think y'all just like free shit more than you actually like gaming. And if I could dig a little deeper, I think some of that correlates to COVID. I think a lot of people got into gaming during COVID because we're all stuck in the house. But I don't think your passion for gaming is as deep as maybe we think. Because like I'm personally tired of hearing, if you're genuinely not interested in what you see, that's one thing. But this argument, there's nothing to play, is just disingenuous as fuck. It's disingenuous as fuck. So my PS4 don't, what you mean my shit don't matter, bro? Have you seen the PS4 subreddit? It's sad to see. They got a subreddit for PS4? What they be talking about? I can attest my girl still has a PS4 and she stays on Fortnite. He's giving us the data. We're going to have to collect more. But my problem is not those people who play. My problem is the people who play and are vocal as if they are on the same playing field. Because once again, ladies and gentlemen, growing up, there was a phrase I heard, beggars cannot be choosers. And unfortunately, the PS4 primates are beggars who want to choose. That's just not how it works. If you're in line for the soup kitchen, you get whatever they put in your bowl. Today, it might be gulag with black bread. Tomorrow, it might be chicken noodle soup. The bottom line is you're starving. So you eat what you're given. But it's a lot of people on the internet They say, I don't want gulag. I want lobster. I want crab cakes. AKA, I want the new God of War. I want the new Last of Us. You cannot have that. You cannot fucking have that. Comparing them to soup kitchens is absolutely unhinged. Am I lying though? Am I lying? You're on fucking free lunch. And this is coming from somebody, fun fact, my entire childhood, I was on free lunch. I was poor. I was the kid during school, you beep, 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 you type your little number in and they give you whatever the fuck you get. And it was a sandwich and I was grateful. Give me the sandwich, the apple, the chocolate milk. I was just happy to get something to eat. This is the gaming equivalent of niggas who are on free lunch, but they don't want the fucking ham sandwich with the chocolate milk and the apple. They not happy to just eat. But they also don't want to hustle. Fuck is wrong with y'all, man? Shit is crazy. People want a steak cuisine while all they can afford is Whopper and fries. Get right with yourself. Get right with yourself. And I wonder if, is this a problem in other medias? Fucking, like, I feel like I don't see people begging for Spotify to be free. I mean, I'm sure people would like for it to be free, but like, you know, these are artists, they need to make money. Although Spotify don't pay people. I don't know. Like, yeah, in real life, there are people who are broke and bougie, to be honest. You're right. But I feel like it's a lot rarer to see in real life because those are real things. Like, I remember when I was here, this nigga asked me for a 50, a homeless dude. Like, nigga, 50? When I was a kid, homeless people used to ask for $5, maybe $1, $5, maybe at most. This nigga asked me for, hey, bro, you got 50? Yo, these LA niggas is different, bro. I wonder if that nigga got a PS4. I think most of the time motherfuckers would justify a shit movie because they caught it on streaming instead of paying like $30 for the theater. True. $50 is $5 in LA. Yeah, I guess. Bro was trying to get an 8-ball. Yo, chill. So surprise. Once again, we have more data to back up the original argument that started me tracking all this data, which is what? 60% of gamers play games that are 6 years or older. And they classified new games by 3 years or newer, which is crazy. Most people, which means most people watching the Game Awards did not play the games that were nominated, but yet you guys are all on Twitter, Instagram, Blue Sky, whatever social media you use with these hot takes. You're on your stream screaming that Spider-Man 2 should have won, knowing there are 6 other nominations and you didn't play any of them. And my stance has always been, I get it. People are on a budget. But if you want to get in the conversation about Game of the Year, if there are 6 nominations, if you didn't play at least 3, 2. If you didn't play at least 2 or 3 of those nominations and kept your eye on the other ones to understand the zeitgeist, the conversation, and the greater gaming community, why the fuck are you talking? Shit is crazy. I don't follow sports. You don't see me jumping in the combo about stats. Thank you. TBH, you know that to be a fact. You catch these niggas all the time. They haven't played the game. Yeah, a lot of y'all be in the chat trying to give tips until I actually need a tip. Then everybody quiet. What up, Russ? Just played the first couple chapters of South by Midnight. It's pretty solid so far. I've heard it's pretty good. Ethos said he liked it. My brother said it isn't fair that Astrobot won or even was nominated because it was only on one console. Meanwhile, Sony gets nominated every year. They don't win. That's such a disingenuous argument because those same people will defend fucking The Last of Us 2 winning Game of the Year. That was only on PlayStation. Like, when did that become an argument? It's only on PlayStation. It's only on Xbox. It can't win Game of the Year. And these be the same people complaining that they don't like console exclusives. Like, there's no reason to buy a console if it doesn't have console exclusives.
Thankful for your super chat. But this won't be enough to fund the purchase.
These be the, shout out to Santiago with the super chat. I'm gonna get to you in a second. These be the same people saying, I'm not buying an Xbox because all it has is Game Pass. It doesn't have enough exclusives. But then when a platform has exclusives, they turn around and complain they can't access the game. Do y'all not like exclusives or not? I'll answer the question for you because we got the stats. Y'all ain't playing the games anyway. You niggas just talking. Telling you, the village idiot is on the rise. Shout out to Santiago with the super chat. He said, have not been here too long, but what's the origin of the jingle? That's the NFL draft sound. I just like hitting it. I just like being obnoxious. They still doing big calls doing it. Yeah, shit is crazy. It's crazy. I understood both sides, but you're right. Those people are not playing the games anyway. They're not. We have the stats on you guys. I would be more inclined to move my position if the stats were different, right? Like, if the top games of 2024 weren't Madden, 2K, Roblox, because that was on there too, Fortnite, like these games, these free-to-play games, right?
Appreciate.
And they were other games, smaller games like Immortal 33 or Expedition 33, like these niche games that are top sellers, but maybe they did get nominated. Then I feel like you'd have an argument. Okay, you didn't want this game to be nominated, but you wanted this one to be nominated because you played it, it sold well, it reviewed well, and you felt like it got snubbed. But that's not the case. You didn't play any of the fucking games. None of them. Anyways, the jingle got me thinking that was an 80s song. Nah. Speaking of The Last of Us, The Last of Us 3 could happen if the stars align, according to Neil Druckmann. Is there going to be a third Last of Us game? Given the big success of the first two games in the HBO series, many are expecting more entries in the game series. But Naughty Dog's boss, Neil Druckmann, says it would take something special for the studio to make a third game. Translation, shut up, nigga. He told Comic Book that he's currently focused on the TV show, which was just renewed for a third season along with the game he's directing. Ladies and gentlemen, the TV show has more seasons than the actual game entries. Yo, Naughty Dog is a crazy company. Intergalactic, the Heretic Prophet. I wish you guys would change the name of this. This is disgusting. He's not ruling out a third Last of Us game, but he's not confirming it either. Back at Naughty Dog, we're now working on Intergalactic, the Heretic Prophet, which is something we've been working on for many years. That is taking up all of our time, he said. I'm treating these projects like it's the last thing I'll ever work on, so my assumption is that there will be no more. If the stars align and everything comes into place, who knows? Well, you know, if there's never another Last of Us game, are you guys happy with the way that The Last of Us 2 ended, that revenge is bad? Do you guys feel satisfied with that ending? I know the Last of Us 2 apologists swear that it's deeper, but it's not. Are you guys satisfied with that ending? The revenge is bad. Be kind to your neighbor. Oh. They better not continue Joel and Ellie's story. If they do, they already ruined these characters. Let them go. I'm cool with it. I only acknowledge the first game. That's how I feel too. I only acknowledge the first game, bro. I felt like the ending in the first game was great. They should have just left it as that and moved on. So don't expect it if you are looking for it. I'm not mad about the message, but the execution wasn't the best. I feel that. The gameplay was better than the first game and the combat. Yeah, but the story was such an integral part of The Last of Us, so they had to hit on all cylinders. If we do get a Last of Us 3, we get 6 remasters in a trilogy collection and a director's cut where Neil Druckmann just talks over the gameplay like a YouTuber and shit with a Nathan Drake voice. I don't really care. I hope this next game, I feel like if there's a company who's on the clock, it's them. Not from a financial standpoint. Financially, Naughty Dog is doing well. Their remasters keep selling. But from a community standpoint, because I don't care what nobody says. Right now, yes, The Last of Us remasters are captivating the normie casual crowd. A lot of people who didn't play the games, they watch the show and now they want to play the game. But when the show's over, it's back to business. And you are going, when it comes to gaming only goes as far as what the hardcore audience says. And when you lose the hardcore audience, that's when you're going to have a problem. So I feel like if there's I'm not gonna. They're in the yellow for me. They're on the clock. They need a W. Give us Jack 4. We'll never get Jack 4, and we will. Okay, I'm gonna give you a prediction. You remember how I said we'll never get Assassin's Creed Japan until Ubisoft is in financial dire? I said that like 10 years ago. Turns out I was right. We will not get Jack 4 unless Naughty Dog is financially struggling. They're going to keep it in their pocket. It's the ace in the hole. I said that too. Because it'll print money. They know people want it. That's wild. I forgot about that. I always said that shit. Anyways, hopefully this is good though. But I'm tired of The Last of Us. Let's look at this Outer Worlds 2 gameplay. be better than that on Jack and Daxter Frontier on the PSP. Jack and Daxter on the Frontier. That game was ass. That's not part of the collection. We don't talk about that game. I don't think Jack is gonna sell today. Jack has the millennial audience. You can't say. I think that maybe be a valid argument maybe a year or two ago. But because Astrobot won Game of the Year, that puts platformers on the forefront, as well as you got a game like South of Midnight. That's a platformer too. It's having a bit of a resurgence. I feel like there's another game I'm forgetting, but platformers are having a bit of resurgence. So I feel like it could. And then also, people who played Jack 1 and 2 and 3, they're in their 30s now. So like, don't underestimate nostalgia. Nintendo's entire brand is built upon it. If it sells enough and like millennials pick it up, other people will try it too, because you know Gen Z don't have an original thought. That's about to piss somebody off. Oh yeah, Split Fiction. That's what I was. Yeah, Split. I'm about to play it tonight. Split Fiction's a platformer. That's a Game of the Year contender. So like, no. And then you got Donkey Kong. Yeah, Donkey Kong coming out for the Switch too. So I feel like Jack could operate. Maybe like 3 years ago, that argument would be fair. But like, platformers are having a bit of a resurgence right now. We will see how Naughty Dog's hardcore community is doing with how well their new IPs are selling. The Ratchet and Clank went hard when it dropped. No, that's facts. A lot of people bought PS5s for Ratchet and Clank. What was it? A Shift Through Time. That game was fire. Nah, platformers. People love platformers. As long as the game is good. Rift Apart. Yeah. But we need more platformers. You know, the Glover remaster on the Switch is coming out. You can get the hard copy. Glover. But anyways, Outer Worlds 2. Let's take a look at it. Exclusive gameplay.
It's all about The Outer Worlds 2. This is the very first look at its gameplay to kick off our exclusive coverage throughout the month of April. I got to
the Gex remaster, yeah,
to see the game itself, interview them about how it was made, and get insight on a ton of its new features. So keep an eye out for our deep dives in the coming weeks. But for now, enjoy this look at a quest that takes you through the N-Ray facility, where you'll see many of its new gameplay systems.
The N-word facility? What? This is just raw gameplay? What they doing in the N-word facility? You ain't got no tissues? No. Tissues cost more money, bro. Why are tissues more expensive than paper towels? They cost more money and you get less, bro. I'd rather just rub some Vaseline on my nose and deal with it, bro. Like, I don't got no damn tissues, bro. I'm trying to save some money and get these bitches from Costco. Tissue tariff. They're softer? I know, that's what the Vaseline is for. It's a skin protectant. Y'all don't listen, man. You said, yeah, you from the hood. Y'all niggas don't listen. I literally said I put Vaseline on my nose. That moisturized the shit, man. My shit is good, man. My shit is good. Get out my fucking nasal cavity, nigga. Hey, I'm mad it's just raw gameplay. I thought they was gonna give us the 411, bruh. I wanted to know about new gameplay mechanics. He said they don't know. Yeah, these niggas never struggled, bruh.
Will be glorious.
You can't take certain things out of people.
Those traitors need to suffer.
Nigga said tissues. You paid $10 to get a box of 20 tissues. You run right through them bitches. And then you also know what I hate about tissues, because now we're going to go on a rant. You also know what I hate about tissues? Them bitches is expensive, right? You stick your hand in a box. I don't know about y'all. Maybe because I'm just a strong-ass nigga. You put your hand in a fucking box and one never comes out. It's always half the fucking box. Now you got tissues laying everywhere. That shit is fucking annoying. I don't want to deal with it. You niggas is paying for them to put lotion on the paper towel. Why don't you just buy some Vaseline? Yeah, I'm not gentle, nigga. I'm not charming. Y'all niggas don't know. I appreciate your ingenuity, but some of us don't have to deal with that. Let me be. Let me be.
Enemies descried. It's killing time.
The rift is my gateway to transcend.
PS4 niggas don't have tissues. They just clean their nose with their hands. That's nasty. They got more crisp. This is 4K? This shit don't look 4K. Yo, what the fuck is this? I never seen this before. Y'all seen this before? Hold up. Let me move my camera. Y'all seen when this come out? Stable volume? What does that mean? Stable volume. What does that mean? These niggas got EQ settings on the fucking YouTube video and shit. Was the volume not stable in the first place? They just adding shit, bro. Ambient mode. What does that mean? These just be adding mumbo jumbo. Does that look more ambient to y'all? They got a sleep timer on the YouTuber video. That's crazy. That's fucking funny. I hear the ambience now. It looks exactly the same. So this Bioshock? No, this the Outer Worlds 2. I think it takes some inspiration though, the series, but more so it takes inspiration from
Now this is just sloppy. If I wasn't
Fallout.
kill all these traitors,
If you like Fallout, you'll like the first Outer Worlds. It was really fire.
To the rest.
New Vegas. Yeah, the people who made New Vegas are making this game. You said I'm from DC the way I say volume? What does that even mean? What way are you supposed to say it? VAHL, yum, volume. What do y'all say? Sounds like you're saying Valium. Valium? That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying volume. I'm about to drop a hard R. I swear to God. Shut the fuck up. What the fuck? Volume. How do y'all say words? That shit doesn't sound right to me. I gotta turn the volume up. If I do that, then it becomes I'm doing a character. Like I can enunciate like certain words. Like it's volume. But then it sounds like I'm doing I don't like that shit, bro. I don't like that fucking shit, bro. Y'all niggas are mad because y'all don't got no seasoning on your esophagus.
0.36 cubed divided by the standard.
That shit makes me want to say the fucking hard R.
Multiply by
Shut up, you fucking.
30 or.
I said what I said. Y'all clearly understand what I'm saying.
Look at the state of this poor fool. They just left her bleeding
I don't want
out.
no season.
Exsanguination is an art. Where's
You say
the
vowel
precision, the
instead of
pride in their
volume.
work?
It's supposed to, you pronounce it volume. It's volume. You see how that don't even sound right? It sound like I'm on Hooked on Phonics now. Turn up the volume. That don't sound right. That shit is volume.
This is just embarrassing.
Turn up the volume, honey.
behind you.
Where's my credit card?
Surely she isn't with you.
It sounds forced. It does sound forced as fuck.
Fine.
That's just, it doesn't naturally come to me to
Her
speak
away
like
from
that.
me.
Man, I'm mad this is just raw gameplay. I wanted to get some 411. And then it's just like yapping and sneaking around and shit. I'm gonna drop the link in the chat if y'all want to look at the full thing. It looks like the first one. The reason I wanted them to talk is I want to know what's new. This looks like the first one, which isn't bad because I like the first game. But I wanted to know what's different. So I gotta be from Baltimore? I'm definitely not from no fucking Baltimore. Don't put that on my body, nigga. Don't ever say I'm from Baltimore. I'll ban you. That's actually an offense. That's like, you might as well call me the hard R. If you ever tell a DC nigga, are you from Baltimore, you might as well have called him the hard R. That shit is hella disrespectful. Don't ever say that. Don't do that, nigga. What's about to do? Let me switch. Let's go in the sub box and see what else is going on before we get on the gang. Get on the gang. Quick question: have you heard of Dark Void? Yeah, I used to love that game. Dark Void is actually a game I would qualify because I think it didn't get good reviews. But that Dark Void is what I would call quality mid. It's like a 6 out of 10, but I liked it. It's one of those games that didn't review well, but I liked it. That's the game with the dude with the jetpack, right? He was a fake ass Mandalorian. No baby Grogu type shit. I remember that game. Yeah, I liked that game. But those are the type of games where like I like to try out and play, but you can't play them in this fucking creator economy because don't nobody appreciate nothing. Knowing that you have the desktop of Assassin's Creed Shadows, have you ever heard of Lo-Fi Girl? They got their own playlist to chill. I saw there was a collaboration in like a vinyl or something like that. How much that shit costs? They taxing for it $100 because I ain't paying for that shit. Funny enough, I was watching somebody play Assassin's Creed 2 for the first time yesterday. And like watching that person play just reminded me, like I didn't realize how good I was at Assassin's Creed. Cause like, oh my God, this motherfucker was struggling to climb. I was like, God damn. Then you remember like watching somebody do that. I'm like, yeah, these are the people that be playing like Call of Duty, Madden, and 2K and shit like that. This shit is like really hard for them. Like it requires like a certain level of coordination. But like to me, I'm like, please, can you just? They just never played it. Okay. You really be knowing your shit just like off the muscle. I fuck with it. Yeah, it's to the point where I played so many games. A lot of time. One of the reasons why I don't do tutorials or I don't pay attention, and I feel like you niggas don't be giving me credit because y'all niggas want to get jokes off and shit. Like, yeah, sometimes I fuck up because I don't read the tutorial. But to be fair,
But unfortunately, dick riding is not a proper form of.
I'm so good at games, I usually figure it out without doing the tutorial. You can, if you played enough games, you can figure out a lot of games without doing the tutorial. And then I'd be good at the games too. I'd be like, you read the tutorial and I'm better than you, nigga. The fuck? Yeah, I took a harder route, but it's the school of hard knocks. Had Dark Void on the demo disc. I would play that shit every day. Gas. I hate seeing that because you're looking at the screen like, please jump, climb up. Yeah, and it's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? And then you don't want to be mean too because then it's like their first time playing it, so you're trying to help them and shit like that because you want them to like it. Because that's another thing too. If you want to, let me give y'all, before we get into this sub box, let me give y'all some game. I'm trying to work on my vocabulary and shit like that. If you want your brothers and sisters to see the light, meaning if you want to see your brothers and sisters get off the 2K plantation, the Call of Duty plantation, the Fortnite, Roblox, Minecraft plantation, you also have to reach out with love. You feel what I'm saying? Like you got to teach people how to try new games, because there's been a lot of times where like I introduce somebody to a game they weren't sure about and I show them the basics and the mechanics and then let them go from there. And then they end up loving the game. A lot of times I've learned from teaching people how to play games, it's just they don't know how to play the game. And then like they don't be feeling confident, and that makes them not want to play. And then they convince themselves they don't like the game. So sometimes people need a nudge in the right direction. They just don't know how to play X, Y, and Z. I'm like watching this person play Assassin's Creed 2 yesterday. They're like, this is my first single player game I've ever played. I'm like, what? They normally play fucking Apex, Call of Duty, like multiplayer games and shit like that. I'm like, first and foremost, you probably should have watched a summary on the first game, but I mean, you did pick a good first single player game to play. But then on top of that, it's also old. So like, but I was like, yeah, that was a good first one. We'll go with that. Soundtrack overview. What? I started making my girl play multiplayer games with me. What you mean making her? Like, bitch, get on this Call of Duty. What you mean making her? Like, does she want? I hope she wants to play. Oh shit! My little brother had to grow up. He came to me about the games in my library. I just had to wait. You just had to wait. You was waiting for that moment too. You said, finally, sit down, King. Let me introduce you to Jack and Dexter. Night Rain, official Duchess gameplay. Days Gone remastered. I have a friend who thinks single player games are pointless because he believes video games are supposed to be played with friends. Yeah, and I was watching that person play Assassin's Creed 2 yesterday, and it made me realize, because they were so bad at it, I think they probably have like a lot of people have that mindset, because you got to keep in mind, I don't know, a lot of y'all are older in the chat. You got to keep in mind, our generation, like the 30 plus, we grew up and gaming was single player games. The only multiplayer games we had was like GoldenEye, Mario Kart, Smash Bros. And you had to go over a friend's house to play them with that. So I had to double check the vinyl you mentioned. It was 35. That's not bad. So like it wasn't the same, but you have this generation with Gen Z and now Gen Alpha. They grew up playing games online. So to them, it's more of a social experience and they don't understand. But like watching her play Assassin's Creed 2 yesterday and her like getting it, she was like, I really like this. And I was trying to explain, I was like, yeah, like a single player game is like a good book. You get immersed in the world and you get to play it at your own pace. Versus my problem with multiplayer games, I like both. I like multiplayer and single player. But my problem with multiplayer games is you're not always in the mood to play at everybody else's pace. You have to play at a certain breakneck pace. But single player games, you get to take your time and immerse yourself in the world. And there are a lot of people that don't want to do that. And that's because a lot of you niggas don't read. That's a great ass analogy. You literally are playing through a story. Like, what do you mean you don't like getting immersed in a world with its own lore and its own set of rules and powers and abilities and characters with interesting stories? Like, I think that shit is cool. Yes, it's multiplayer, but have some faith. So that I say that to bring it full circle. When you got your little brothers and sisters or your friends and they finally want to try something new, don't be a fucking dickhead. Like, oh my God, thank God, nigga, you got off 2K. Like, you can say that in your head, like, thank God this nigga got off 2K. But like, what were you interested in? Like, what do you? I heard about that Elden Ring. I'm glad you asked about Elden Ring. There's a game called Night Rain coming out. It's multiplayer. We could play that together. You can learn the core mechanics, and then you can go play the base game if you want. Gotta be a teacher, because a lot of these motherfuckers just don't know. They just don't know. I was like, damn, I guess you get so used to playing certain types of games. Like, I'll give you an example, like what I was like shocked. She kept going the wrong way in terms of trying to find the objective. And I told her, I was like, yo, single player game rule 101, when it comes to these open world games, I was like, that little meter right next to your map, I was like, when it goes down, that means you're going towards the objective. I was like, always look at your meter. She didn't know. She's like, oh, they don't know. Like, she was running the opposite direction. I'm like, yeah, your meter keeps going up. You're running away from the fucking objective. What are you doing? These be like, I'm a gamer playing Raid Shadow Legend. You'd be surprised. Some people just don't know. I was like, yeah, that's single player gaming 101. Sonic Rumble, sweet. They play 2K, single player area. Nah, that wasn't Brooke. It wasn't Brooke. Brooke plays fucking Souls games. South of Midnight, Accolades trailer, Steel Hunters, official Razor Side Hunter breakdown trailer. Tour de France gameplay, let's go. Yeah, it's crazy the things you think are common sense and it blows their mind. Yeah, and then you have to be fair, because on the flip side of things, there's things that you have.
Super chat. Your donation.
Excuse me. There are blind circles that you have too.
The other way.
Like, everybody starts somewhere.
I locked away. I trained 4 little boys in the back.
Bluey, big Bluey. Yo, shout out to Darth Misogyny with the $5 super chat. He says, I got my sister in the Fable 2 when we was younger. I realized she's a damn psychopath. I don't know what that means. Was she killing every NPC or something? Like, that's what happens when you're enthusiast in certain hobbies. You know more than the casual person. I think that's how I am. Anytime I really like something, I dive deep into that shit. Astro Botanica official gameplay. I don't even understand the concept of just being a fucking casual or something. Like, what up? I'm either all in or nothing. Yo, what's going on with the Nuggets, man? What's going on with the Nuggets? 4th seed in the West. They doing decent. They fired the coach. What's going on? And reports claim that Joker liked the coach too. I don't know, man. When Night Rain dropping in May? I got a lot of fucking trailers. Not all of them I'm interested in. I've been gaming since the Sega Master System. These gaming norms that you haven't experienced, that you have no way of knowing. Yeah, if you haven't experienced, you don't know what you know until you know it. You just gotta be nice to people when they're learning. Joker to the Lakers. I saw a rumor that said that he could go to the Lakers. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna stop watching basketball if that happens. And I'm a fan of Joker. I think he should win the MVP, not SGA, because SGA is a fucking Ultra Instinct flopper. But if that nigga goes to the Lakers, I'm not watching that season. As long as his contract is with the Lakers, I'm not watching. Because that's ridiculous. LeBron, Luka, and Joker, that's fucking ridiculous. Nah. We need to redistribute the wealth. It's like KD to the Warriors. Nah, facts. It's disgusting. Haste official gameplay. Have you seen the Sinners trailer? Yeah, I've seen Sinners. I want to see that. It comes out on the 15th, I think. I seen reviews saying that people gave a standing ovation as if it was the Infinity Saga. Like, people are saying that movie's fucking fire, so I definitely want to see it. Calling SGA a flopper is a Twitter take. No, it's not. I watch the games. I got NBA TV. Oh, you can't do that to me. I be having games on in the background. I don't catch every game, but I'll be watching them. That is not a Twitter take. Striker Club. SGA literally be kicking out his leg, and then he be smiling about it. He be flopping, and he knows he's doing it too. Yes, Luka's a flopper. I'm not a Lakers fan. Guys, I'm not from fucking Los Angeles, and don't ever put that on my body. Oh shit. I'm gonna be honest, a lot of the NBA is fucking floppers, bruh. I don't think no nigga who lives on the fucking free throw line should be MVP. That shit is boring. Do you use Prize Picks for gaming? Nah, I don't gamble. I feel like that's a video in itself too. Fuck microtransactions. We need to talk about we are in a parlay pandemic. A lot of you niggas, your brains like y'all can't even enjoy sports without fucking prize picks. I refuse to gamble my money. I just don't. I've had offers to do like gambling stuff, but like I don't take that shit. It's not for me. Niggas be betting their whole mortgage on the parlay. Do you think there's a difference between GTA games and games like Drug Dealer Simulator? Yeah, there is, because the simulator is much more in depth in terms of managing things. GTA is kind of like a jack of all trades. It doesn't really specialize in anything. Isn't Stake in trouble or something? I don't know. I don't keep up with that. I'd rather gamble on stocks, pretty much. All right, let's see. Hey, oh, this is already looking a little junior. This is looking a little Full Sail University.
We're so happy to finally share what makes Haven Hold truly.
Yeah, I'm not playing this chat. I can't get into parlays because I'm not trying to be stressed while. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. This is the first time I played fantasy in a while for money, and like that shit had me stressed. Like I can't imagine a nigga who does parlays day in and day out. That's a crazy life to live. Absolutely not. Dodge and swiftly with reduced stamina. Mobile game? No, Elden Ring Night Ring is not a mobile game.
Now I'm ready to get my hands dirty.
SGA is just super egregious right now. Like he's a great player, but he doesn't need to fly. Yeah, let me get something straight. I'm not trying to take anything away. He is a very good player. I'm not saying SGA is not a good player, but to say he's not a Super Saiyan flopper is very disingenuous. Are you watching the games? That's very disingenuous, and I think it waters down the integrity of the game because he's so good. Like, bro, you don't need to do that.
Do not be afraid.
The Duchess. It's like James Harden, I got a homie who bets but doesn't watch the game so he doesn't get stressed out. Like I don't know why that's fucking funny, bro. That's fucking funny, dude. Like, what kind of life is that to live? Like, imagine just betting half your paycheck and just the rest of the night just doing this. Like, are you okay? Like, guys, and I think it might be worth doing a video. We are in a parlay pandemic. It is very disturbing to me because I'm not gonna lie. This is mainly an issue that I see plagues a lot of young men. It's very disturbing to me that you niggas do parlays. If you do it every once in a while, I can't get mad at that, right? It's a hobby. It's something you do every once in a while. But I'm talking about people like we are in a parlay pan. It's a lot of people that do this every day. If you are one of those people who regularly do it every day or a few times a week, I find it very disturbing that you're comfortable with doing parlays on fucking SGA layups and fucking whether or not how many rebounds whatever person's gonna get versus investing in stocks or even cryptos, more reputable cryptos, because you know there's a lot of fucking meme coins and shit. Like it's a little disturbing to me. Like, bro, you don't want some dividends? Like playing Russian. Yeah, you playing Russian roulette with your bank account. That ain't quick money. Yeah, that's the unfortunate thing. Days Gone Remastered, official horde. So is this like Gears of War Horde mode? Just, yeah, survival arcade. Does this excite you guys? Upgrade your arsenal. Is this how Donovan Mitchell rides through Cleveland? Nobody asked for this. A remaster of Days Gone is just crazy to me. I got my game design certificate from Full Sail University. I'm a solo dev. Word. What you making, a Doom clone or a top-down ARPG? What you making, bruh? I'm good off this. That's another game. Let me turn this down. Dun, dun. Okay. I'm personally offended by this. You'll be all right. Mistfall Hunter official beta gameplay. This is looking a little Full Sail. Junior year. Are there parlays in gaming? No. But there is a website where you can bet on literally anything, so you can turn it into a parlay. Like, will this game sell well or not, or will it review well or not? Like, it's called like Poly something. You can literally bet on anything. Like, I don't know, will Elon Musk get fucking kicked out of the White House or some shit? Like, it's an addiction. Like, gambling is really bad right now. Poly market, yeah, Poly market. Definitely not playing this either. Sonic Rumble!
Set, rumble!
Who's ready for Fall Guys? Sonic.
Sonic Rumble, game on.
Coming to Steam, iOS, and Google Play Store. Pre-register for the May 8th. It looks like there's going to be boss fights in it. That's different compared to Fall Guys. So it's not just going to be like, you know, obstacle courses, group boss fights. Maybe it will be cool. Maybe it will be fun. Looks like they're trying something different. They should show more gameplay, though. I don't know how people be gambling when they can't afford a PS5. Well, that's why they can't afford a PS5, because they're gambling. It's a vicious cycle. Still Hunter's official Razorside trailer.
I just sneaked a peek at the hunter they call Razorside, fighting out of Coldfire PMC.
Maybe game of the year. Yeah, maybe not. I'm gonna lean towards not.
From what I've seen, he's kind of the real deal.
Oh, what's this?
Razorside's a certifiable all-rounder, engineered to excel in close or mid-range encounters, where I swear I've seen his gun unload a clip faster than I could jailbreak my mom's.
Still Hunter? You played this shit? You don't like it?
Don't believe me?
It's a mech battle royale?
Heroic soldier fighting for the people.
Oh, you have played it? It's out?
Boy, it shows.
Early access.
His skills are as sharp as... What are those things? Shoulder blades? Steel feathers? I don't know, but I sure dig them.
It's free on Steam.
Assault rifle is his main
Walmart Mecha Break.
Burst or automatic, it's just devastating at close and middle.
Did you see John Oliver's segment on sports betting? It was solid. Nah, but like I at bare minimum, I'll say with sports betting, it's fucking annoying because it's infiltrated every aspect of the game. Like, even when you watch games, commercials come on, they'll be like, hey guys, like I'm used to it like being on YouTube, right? Now it's on television too, on NBA TV. This game's brought to you by Prize Picks. God damn, get off my dick, nigga. I don't want to fucking bet.
Checking that power is a life-saving shield recharge.
Shit is weird to see. Like, it's a little out of control.
Instantly. Even
yeah, gamble responsibly. Here's the gun. Be responsible. On TV, on your podcast, on YouTube, and videos everywhere. Yeah, it feels very predatory. The commentaries are saying betting odds and stuff. It's weird.
And his
blame the Supreme Court after the ruling the floodgates open.
Awards this war machine the freedom to fire.
Sign up for DraftKings for a bonus bet featuring Kevin Hart. Like, what? I'm not playing that. Tour de France. Now this is gaming, ladies and gentlemen. This is real gaming is back, ladies and gentlemen. Say this is a game? Yeah, it is. We're not playing it. Astro Botanical gameplay overview. You watch Severance yet? Nah. What is that?
Hi, I'm Arek.
Early access survival game. Also, even the commentators during sports talk shows will give their best bets. All right, I gotta get on the game, yeah. I don't care about none of these games anyway. Strikers Club. I think I got an email about that new soccer game. We're finna get on Split Fiction. Told me to get on the game. You should check out the video, though. He reported on a woman that quit because she gambled too much. These motherfuckers gave her some free money, invited her out to watch a game to get her back. Well, what's predatory about it is I don't think a lot of you know. A lot of these streamers that gamble, Drake too, like Stake, they give them money. And then they sit on stream and they gamble with the company's money. So they're not spending their own money, but then they're encouraging you to spend your money. Like that's why I don't take that gambling. I like making money, but I have a moral compass. As long as I'm comfortable, I'm cool. Like I don't need that type of money, man. Like I'm good. I don't know, man. I just can't sleep well at night knowing I'm promoting